Sugi. Which law binds the woman to the husband according to Christ? The woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. Which law makes that legal bind between a man and a woman? The Bible speaks of the law, and we have to clarify which law. The law of the United States or the law of the United Arab Emirates or the law of the United Kingdom. Which law binds the woman to her husband? Let us read 6:2 of the book of Galatians.
Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ.
The only law that binds legally a woman and a man is the law of Christ, according to the Bible. Then, if you wish to be married, it must be under the law of Christ. But if people or churches or religious groups will say, you have to be married in the church, or you have to be married so that you will not live in fornication or adultery. But wait, under which law are you going to tie or bind us? Bind me with my husband or bind me with my wife? Which law? It's the law of Christ. Do you teach the law of Christ? Or do you teach the law of Buddha, the opinion of Zoroaster, or the teachings of Hinduism? If I were you, sister, I would rather not be married in an association or organization wherein the Lord Jesus Christ said they are worshiping me in vain because they teach for doctrines the commandments of men. If you have to be legally married in the sight of God, you must be married under the law of Christ. Look for a particular group that teaches the law of Christ fully. It is my recommendation to you. But if you are not sure that a particular group which will perform your marriage really teaches the law of Christ and not the law of men, it is better not to marry or not to be married. It's better to be living in honesty, in self-control, in sincerity with your partner, even if you are not married in the law of the U.S. or Russia or any other. Because, you see, these laws are nothing in the sight of God. Excuse me, sister, you are in New York. In the United States, there is what they call drive-through divorce, Brother
Yes.
Joseph.
Yes, Brother Eli. Especially here in our place in Las Vegas, there's a drive-through divorce. It's so easy to separate.
It's just like ordering a burger from a fast food. Then
Yes.
your divorce is consummated.
That's correct, Brother Eli.
If that law will be the law wherein you are going to be married, you are doing nothing in the sight of God. Because under the law of Christ, there is no divorce. Separation is prohibited under the law of Christ. So, any other law that do not conform with the law of Christ, do not ever think of being married under that law. It is better to decide with certainty in your heart that you really love the man really loved you, and you are going to stay forever, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer. You are going to be together until death.